We're now going to go through 300 plus 1. It's a great plan. It's a fantastic plan. It's something I'm a great advocate of, and I try and instill in as many people as I possibly can on as part of my journey with FM. And if you look at this, it's called the Road to Diamond with 300 plus 1, 13 months to success. 300 plus 1, well, what does that mean? You're about to find out. To reach the diamond, and if you think back to what I said a few moments ago, the diamond orchid level, you need to have 5 pearl orchid legs. You need to have 5 people underneath you who have achieved pearl orchid level. Now a pearl orchid in turn needs 121% golden magnolia group and an additional 20,000 points as a side volume. So again, you'll see towards the left hand side, you'll see the pearl orchid with those 5 legs below it, and you'll see some of them quite humble at 6%, so there's not any great tasks in there for you. Now 21% is a total of 30,000 points of group volume, and simplistically you can see here a golden magnolia at 21%. If you had the 5 9% legs each doing 6,000 points, which is what 9% is, you've got your 30,000 points. 30,000 points is just 100 people doing 300 points each month. But it starts with you. It starts with you doing 300 points every month. Because if you don't do it, you can't expect anyone else to. Now, when I talk to people about this, they kind of look at me a little bit aghast, and I just suggest to them that they take a look at their own household, and divert some of their spending on a monthly basis to their own business. It's a concept that's often lost on people, but if you look at what you buy in your household and see how much of it could be replaced by FM products, whether it be from perfumes, fragrances, from the gift range, or the home and the car care range, you'll very soon find that 300 points actually is not difficult at all. So you start with your 300 points. The example given here is actually 11 bottles of perfume, but it can be done with a complete combination of products, with as few as 2 or 3 bottles of fragrance, some of which or any of which you can gift. So it's not that difficult. And if you look at the perfume and concentrate on the perfume, party planners do this in just one party. One party on a weekly basis or a fortnightly basis, and the 300 points are there. Commercial sellers, they'll do this just by walking into one office, and demonstrators. So if you just want to network, so you're allergic to selling, you don't sell, what do? Well, you commit to buying your own products, as I said. All of us know somebody, family or friends who are celebrating something most every month. There's always a gift to be had. So don't go and buy a pot plant. Don't go and buy a wrapped up bouquet of flowers that's going to last 5 days if you're lucky. Forget those fattening chocolates. Look at what you've got in your armory. Look at what you've got in your business that you can gift out to people, or encourage others around you to gift out to people that they know. If you only need 100 points worth of products in your own home, well, of course, you can cover the remaining cost by selling it to family and friends. And in hard bottle terms, if you like, in perfume bottles, that's just 2 a week. So again, nothing too onerous there. So let's see what happens now when you do your 300. You do your 300 plus 1. The 1 is the successful introduction of 1 person per month. You do that, and you get those people behind you to do exactly the same, to copy you, to duplicate what you've done. Month 1, you've got your own 300 points, and you introduce 1 person. There's 2 in your team, and you've got 600 points volume, so you're 3%. Nothing too exciting there. You're not going to be able to go away to Barbados on that one, but just watch this space. Month 2, you introduce your second, and your first introduces their first one. Your team has now doubled from 2 to 4, and you've got 1,200 points. You're now at 6% Magnolia level. Month 3, you introduce successfully your third person, Your first introduces their second, and the other two introduce their first. Now your team's doubled again to 8, and your volume points has gone to 2,400. You're still at the 6% level. At month 4, and you can see the pattern developing here, you can see how it's working. You're introducing these people one by one, and everybody behind you is doing exactly the same. So you've got 16 in your team now, you've got 4,800 points, and you're Magnolia 9%. So it's starting to warm up here. Just lost the control for one moment. Bear with me. There we go. Month 5, you introducing your 5th person, and everyone does exactly the same. Everyone introduces one more. The volume points now has jumped to 9,600, and you're at Silver Magnolia of 12%. Month 6, again, your 6th person, and everyone behind you doing exactly the same, introducing one further person. You're at excuse me, Silver Magnolia 15%, with a volume of 19,200. Month 7, this is getting staggering now, isn't it? You can just see what's happening here. Successfully introduce a 7th person, everyone in your team doing exactly the same, 128 team members, nearly 38,500 volume points. And you're that all-important 21% Golden Magnolia. Just 7 months. And all you're doing is introducing one person, consuming 300 points of products, or selling some and consuming some, and everyone is right behind you, just one step behind you. Month 8, your 8th introduction. The first person behind you, they're now Golden Magnolia 21%. And I've seen this happen. There's a very successful lady in the north of England engaged with FM in very recent months, and she's adopted this and just run with it. Absolutely amazing. Now at this stage, you're this Pearl Orchid, and you're on track for qualifying for the A-Class Mercedes. Month 9, your 9th introduction, and everyone else introducing one. Your 3rd person can go to 21%, so potentially you have 2 A-Class Mercedes awarded in your team. Now how good does that sound? And of course you're an Amaranth Orchid, and you're on track for that C-Class Mercedes. Month 11, Golden. Here we are. You've introduced your 11th person. Everyone introduces one. Your 4th person goes 21%, and potentially you've got 4 A-Class Mercedes and 1 C-Class Mercedes awarded in your team. You've got 3 pearls in the pack already. And of course, don't forget the Mercedes-Benz program. Here, you could be looking at an E-Class Mercedes. You're well on track for that. Month 12, 1 year. You introduce your 12th person, and everyone successfully introducing one more. Your 5th leg goes to 21%. You've got a whole army of Mercedes vehicles potentially in your team. You're the Golden Orchid now, and you're very much on track for Diamond. Month 13, 300 plus 1, FM Group, and the road to Diamond. You've done it. There you are, big cheesy grin, nice shiny cup with numero uno on it. You've got your 5 pearl legs and above. There you are, Diamond Orchid. There's your 2 pearls, your Amaranth, your Golden. All these are the people that came along behind you, that you encouraged, invited in, supported, and said, just do what I do. We'll just all do the same, and that's where we'll be. And at this stage, of course, you're on track for the S-Class Mercedes, so, it doesn't get a whole lot better than that. To sum up, you're a Diamond Orchid, and you've personally sponsored and helped 2 people to become Golden Orchid, 1 to become an Amaranth, and 2 to become a Pearl. And you've helped many, many more people within your team to become orchids in their own right. Now trust me on this, this is reality. It's not a lottery, it's a fact. With this formula, if you get it right, you will get to Diamond, and you will achieve real financial freedom in 13 months. The sting in the tail, of course, is that the speed at which you do it is determined by you, and how quick you do your 300 plus 1, and how strong you promote it to everyone in your team. Some people might take 13 years, but if I'm talking to you and you're listening in and you're 20 years of age, You say by the time you're 33, you will have total financial security for life. You will be driving around with a big silly smile on your face in a company provided Mercedes, and all you did to start off with was consume 300 points worth of products from FM and successfully introduce one person into the business. So there we are. This time next year, you could be well and truly on the road to diamond, and believe me, I would like to be there, and I would like to see you there as well.